Hello everybody, welcome back to Pluty Doo Plays, and today we are back again playing SpaceEngine. That is right, SpaceEngine. The most beautiful space game I have ever seen in my entire life. I shit you not. Okay, so last time we were learning about the solar system, and we left off on planet Mars. We eventually went to Pleiades just for a little extra because it caught my attention, but we left off at Mars, we learned about Mars, and now we are going to learn about Jupiter. That's our next planet within our solar system, and God is it a gorgeous planet. I'm going to flip it around here so it looks proper, and there it is. There is our planet Jupiter. Mostly hydrogen and helium. A lot of hydrogen, helium. The big red spot, the red eye of Jupiter. It's a big, gigantic hurricane. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up time. Maybe we can see something in action. Aha. Nothing twirls within the planet, though. That would be cool. That would be a really cool update next. As if all the clouds and the gases you can see twirl and move within the planet. That would be really, really cool. Jupiter is a failed star, as a lot of scientists like to call it. Go ahead and back that up. I wanted to see what that was. Did you guys notice that too? There it is, there it is. What is that? What is that right there? It's a shadow, and there's what's causing the shadow. What is it? What moon? It's not a moon. Okay. It's not even a moon. That's exactly what's causing it. Right there. What moon do we have here? It's a cold Jupiter, but what is this? Oh wow, this ain't even on the moon list. This ain't even in question. So when this moves, it moves on the planet. So this is definitely part of the equation here. And I believe the game just froze. Yep, it's not responding. Uh-oh. What happened? There we go. So the game froze, but at least we got what we wanted, didn't we? It loaded this little tiny thing, which is actually kind of crazy. I didn't think it was going to do that. I thought the whole recording was screwed. So I didn't know what this was, but I don't know if I'm glad I do now. So we're just going to get away from that because it froze our game. Jupiter is, as I call it, a failed star. Why do I call it a failed star? Well, because Jupiter is what stars are essentially made from. So all these gases and stuff, they compact down all the way to its core, and I bet you didn't know, but the core of Jupiter is a solid too, as well. It does have a solid core. The difference is Jupiter didn't have enough gravity and density for nuclear fusion to occur. Therefore, it's left in this semi-nuclear fusion state. It's like the point at which nuclear fusion is about to happen but doesn't. There's just not enough density or heat for it to cause fusion. So therefore, it is a failed star. But Jupiter is exactly how stars are formed. Just compacted gas, heated up to intense pressures and heat until you get one of these bright sons of bitches. So that is our planet Jupiter, the biggest one in our solar system. But boy, I tell you what though, it is a beautiful planet. Let's look at a couple moons. You want to look at a couple moons? We'll look at a couple moons. Moons. I came for moons. Who do we have here? Speaking of moons. Oh, I just smashed into whatever the hell this was. Back it up, back it up. It is Io. Okay. As soon as I saw the color, I'm like, yep, that's Io. But, you know, like I said, I'm very knowledgeable about space and space-like things. Not quite sure why it's doing that. Just the light is so weird on this game now. They did have an update, and things do seem to be a bit different. I mean, I can get used to it. It does make it look prettier once everything focuses in, but it's like, damn, it's too bright, you know? You could bring down the exposure, which would help. But essentially it's not really going to make a difference in the long run. I want to go to one of my favorite moons. One that I honestly and genuinely believe harbors life. And that's right, Europa. Eureka! We could go to Eureka too. Europa. See all that brown? All the brown streaks and everything? Those are organics. Organics are good. They're the building blocks for what life needs to occur. For life to occur, if there's a heat source. And why does it look like this spot right here is blurred out? You know what I'm saying? See that? That's weird. So let's go ahead and dive into the blurriness of Europa. That's weird, man. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's a froze. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's actually really cool that that renders in like that. Could you imagine all these brown spots? They're organics. So again, it needs a heat source. So the theory is that Europa has an active core, like our core. It's active and it's very hot. Magma liquidy. I'm not talking like water liquidy, like magma. And since Europa is a frozen over world, it kind of, you can say it meets in the middle between the core and the ice. So in the middle, it would be just like a regular ocean. It's a frozen over ocean. If there's heat in the middle, that'll be enough for liquid water. And therefore, you could have the potential for life, especially if there's underground volcanoes. So, I mean, Europa is one hell of a planet. I tell you, I genuinely believe out of all the moons, it's tough because the gravitational pull that Jupiter has, I don't know, man, and the radiation and the magnetic field, the radiation's bad. So that could be, but then again, life is very adaptive. It could have adapted to that. Another moon, which we'll go to later, also may have a better chance of harboring life. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. We're going to go ahead and head to that planet now. And then essentially we'll go to the moon. Saturn. Ah, look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful planet. The prettiest planet in our solar system, as I call it. Now, who remembers when Cassini took its final dives in between the rings and then plummeted into the planet itself? I cried my eyes out like a little wuss that I am. I did. I just thought, like, I don't know. When it comes to space, I get like emotional. It's just like, because everything that we know and we are comes from out here in the vastness. It's reality. This is reality, man. Look at that. I like that. That's cool. And then you have within its rings little moons that create these spaces in between the rings. So like this space you see right here is caused by all these particles crashing together, which forms a bigger rock like this, and essentially form into its own moon. And it would be within the rings. Now look at that. That is a beautiful picture. I mean, who wouldn't want to play this freaking game, man? This is crazy. Alright, so Saturn. A cold sub-Jupiter. That's accurate, I suppose. I wouldn't call it a sub-Jupiter. I'd just call it a gas giant. Let's see if we can go within it. Ready? I'm gonna fall right into the planet. Oh yeah. Now this is like about what Cassini saw before it passed away. Saturn is definitely, in my opinion, as I stated, the most beautiful planet in our solar system. I love it. What do we have here? It's a little guy. So we're gonna go see little dude here. I'm gonna land on little dude. Hopefully it don't crash the game again. Here we go. Alright, we're on little dude. Imagine being on a planet. Or a moon, or even an asteroid, and seeing this. That's insane to me. I don't know what they did. I don't like the lighting. They really kind of like messed that up. Saturn is, again, hydrogen, helium, etc. Its atmospheric pressure is 10 times Earth to the 6th, because it's 1, so 1, I would interpret this as 1 Earth times 10 to the 6th. I want to say that's accurate, but I could be yanking your bell. And cold, definitely very cold, but just an all in all gorgeous planet, something to look at. There's your stats on it. It is very massive. Its gravitational pull it depends. I don't know where I landed, but this is probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm in the shadow. Check this out. I'm in the shadow, bruv. Could you imagine? Could you though? I don't know. I don't think any of you could imagine. Now what if we go up to the sun? Where's the son of a bitchin' sun? There it is. Check this shit out, bruv. There we go. That's something to behold. That's like heaven, bro. You're going to heaven. If you die, or if you open up your eyes from a long nap, you see that, bro, you're in heaven. The only thing about heaven is it's actually really hell. You would be crushed. You would be destroyed at 928 Earth's atmosphere, and we haven't even scratched the surface of this planet. Are you out of your mind? It says 82 moons, but it doesn't have 82 moons. If you want to start counting in like the little peaks within the rings and dwarf moons, yeah, you could probably 82. Again, I love the way they make the rings in this game. I mean, again, it's supposed to be an educational video, but it's mostly just game exposure as well. I am looking at this. This is insane. Look at that. And they're about that thin, too. I mean, they're a little thicker, but they're thin. They are thin for sure. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, you can't look at this game and be like, nah, it's gorgeous. So we're gonna move on to that moon that I said very well may also harbor life. Enceladus. You guys remember my first video, right? That's not Enceladus. There's Enceladus. Probably my funniest edit thus far. Very rigid moon. Very rigid moon. Celestial body. But these, yes, if we go behind it and look at the moon, or look at the sun from behind, which that shouldn't be lighting up. It actually should be dark. Although, what could be happening is that the sun is reflecting off Saturn and coming back on here. Which, if that's the case, that's very unfortunate, because I was hoping to get a back view of where you could see the atmosphere and see these jets. It has jets of just steam and water shooting out from within this celestial body, the moon of Saturn. And that means that this moon is very, very active, which also means that under this frozen plate could be a liquid ocean, and it could just be teeming with life. Wouldn't that be something, man? Oh, man. Just thinking about it, I get all like, almost like teary-eyed. In a way, it's actually kind of crazy, because to think about that whole ocean, probably more filled than our ocean. Wow, we are in the dips of one of these ridges here. Look at this. That's crazy. Just to think about, like, under this frozen surface of this moon, knowing we have scientific photographic evidence of this being an active planet, knowing that the core could be practically molten lava, meaning there are active volcanoes inside of this moon which would heat up the ice around the core, making it into a liquid ocean. With the organics that this planet looks like it has, I mean, it has every sign that this moon has life. And honestly, now I am more convinced that it's dark over there, but it ain't dark when I actually go over here. But I am 100% convinced now that I believe that Enceladus has more of a possibility of harboring life. Harboring. Yes, it's harboring life. I don't know, man. I do. I kind of like get choked up thinking about it, because it's just right under our noses. Could be, I mean, think about it. Think what it would look like. Things we've never seen. Would they kind of look like the bugs and stuff of our planet? Or like a dolphin? Or, I mean, how much different do you think it could be? I want to come here, and I want to check it out for myself, man. That would be awesome. Life Within Our Moons. And that's going to be the title of this episode. Life Within Our Moons. Because very well could have life. Wow. Enceladus is a gorgeous moon too. It's just got all these ridges and rough paths, and I don't know, man. What do you guys think? For all three of you that watch my videos, please let me know what you think about it in the comments. That would be something, man. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move to Uranus. Now this fucker is actually more like this. Hold on, let me show you the rings. It is 90 degrees. Its axes aren't top or bottom, or like we're tilted 22 degrees. This is tilted straight 90 degrees. It's sideways. It's completely sideways. Oh wow. Look at this. That's crazy. Now, Uranus? I don't know much about Uranus. No. Uranus. I do not know much about planet Uranus. I don't. I just know that it's a beautiful blue planet. It is pretty though, but Neptune. We're gonna go to Neptune, because Neptune has the fastest winds in our solar system. Winds are whipping around Neptune at just about 2,200 miles an hour, I'd say. Yeah, very blue, which of course its chemical composition gives off its color. But I mean, those are really the planets to our solar system. Very beautiful planet. I didn't know that Neptune had a ring, but apparently it does have a little tiny ring. Hey, we learn something new every day, don't we, folks? Just like any other ring, I suppose, on the planet. So, we're gonna go to what keeps our solar system in our galaxy. You ready for this one? We gotta go to Sag. We'll go to the cluster, but we'll go right to the source. Boom! It's so bright, I can't stand it. But then it's like you're turning it down, change it. Oh, wow. Ready? Boom! Whoops. Boom! Oh, wow. Do we get the jets still? Oh, yeah, there they are. The jets. I don't like what they did to the color of this game. I really don't. I gotta slow it down, boss. Slow it down, boss. Slow it down, boss. Whoa. This thing warps space-time itself. We're gonna go ahead and turn this up a bit. There we go. Could you imagine? I think that's gonna leave this episode here. Look at the warp that it does. Like, that's just a warp. That's not what it's actually doing. Man. All of this that you see are particles and gas, and it's traveling pretty close to the speed of light. Pretty damn close. But that'll do it for this episode of SpaceEngine. Hopefully you learned a little bit about our gas giants, and I will see you all in the next video.